Welcome to Crash Desktop. So, I normally don't stream on Mondays, but I was excited about this today. And let me just check something real quick. I need to make sure that this is actually firing up. Yes, excellent. Okay, so we have a cool plane here today. I may be butchering this. This is the Aermacchi MB-339. MB-339. This is a military training jet. Finally, it's not in the marketplace yet. Not yet. It is. I had to buy it off of simmarket.com because I didn't feel like waiting. Apparently, they have submitted this to be added to the marketplace, but it hasn't popped up yet, from what I can tell. So I went ahead and bought it on there, installed it. Not too terribly complicated. And this is a military trainer jet. I've loaded this bad boy up. There's two versions of it, two different liveries, as far as I can tell. There might be more liveries. Oh, there's a ton of liveries. Okay. So that's neat. Anything fun? Nothing too exciting. I think I'll stick with the default for now. Let's see, what do we got here? What's our stats? Cruise speed's 280 knots, true airspeed. Max altitude 48,000 feet. That's pretty nice. Endurance is only 3 hours, but it'll go 950 miles. So not too shabby. I'm pretty sure. So that's listed as its cruise speed. I'm pretty sure its max speed is dramatically higher than that. What does this thing do? I think this thing will do like 0.8 Mach in real life. So we'll see how that goes. And I have, they included a very nice pilot operation handbook. Looks to be partially copied from the real thing, maybe, I would guess. We will see if I can use that on the fly, so to speak, in order to control this aircraft successfully. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of the things here. Just reading through this real quick. Yep. Alright, this thing's pretty good. Okay, so just to put this in perspective, the listed cruise speed for this aircraft is only 5 knots. Now this is true airspeed, so it's actually probably lower than that. It says to climb at like 275 knots indicated. That's interesting. We'll see. I don't know what this thing's really gonna be like. I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna be local. I've set the time in the daytime. Saw a bunch of planes flying around earlier, but now I don't see them, and I'm wondering if it's because I'm not in live. That's interesting. Where did all my fellow aircraft go? Well, quite frankly, I don't want to be out there in what the weather's doing right now, so we'll do clear skies, and we'll do the middle of the day. Sure. We're gonna go out of, oh, there's somebody. We're gonna go out of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. This is near me. There's actually an excellent museum up there. In fact, it's the museum of the Air Force. So we'll see, maybe we can see that from the air. Ah, hello. Ah, thank you.
traffic 0x300 Charlie Tango Delta taking off runway 23 right straight out departure.
This thing is ready to rock on the runway. So let's see, we need our brakes off. Apply the brakes. I think we have to turn that off, but we'll see. Oh my. Look at this. This is excellent. Yeah. It's taxing. My rig is pretty heavily built out, and I'm still having a hard time running it half the time. I think this thing is rigged to fly. Not 100%. Do we have checklists? Let's see. We don't have a checklist. There's one thing I need to turn off. It was, disengage nose wheel steering. Where the heck was that? I gotta look that up. That's kind of important. I have the manual over here on my other screen, and I'm trying to find this. I don't know where the switch is. We might just have to try it without it. IFF, da-da-da-da-da. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find it. Alright, so we need that to turn off. Looking. That's all weaponry. Landing lights. Fuel dump. Master. Oh, here we go. Fuel control. I think we want anti-skid. Get a good look at all these instruments. Having some head tracking issues. Smoker system, radios. Very cool, very cool. Flaps. Huh. Alright. I'm just gonna go for it. We'll see how it goes. If it goes terribly wrong, we know why. There we go. Put those away. Put the gear up. Pull up. Not bad. Wow. It climbs. It sure does climb. What are we doing? Going about 200 and something knots already. Wow. That's amazing. Oh my god, these instruments are crazy. Alright, let's see how this thing does. Ooh, it didn't like that. Not much in the way of rudder here. All right, let's do a roll. Yeah, like that. That's awesome. All right, let's climb. That's too much. This thing is like very tricky on the rudder axis. Goodness gracious. All right, we are trimmed for climbing. Acceleration, that's cool. We have an angle of attack indicator, that's pretty rad. Let's nose down a smidge. Knots times 100. That's interesting. We're stalling. Let's see, what do we got here? That's interesting. Course select, heading select. What altitude are we at? Are we already at 20-something thousand feet? My God. Wow. Okay. Freaking cool. I want to know why I can't climb any higher, any faster. Something is holding us back here. I don't think it does anything, unfortunately. Climb. Cabin. Well, that's cool. Huh. Interesting. Touchy trim, touchy trim. Okay, don't do that. I think I might have just shut the engine off. I don't know how to turn that back on. Here, we'll let this guy fix it for us. That's the river, I think. This is interesting. I am not sure about this thing. Let's see. That's CVG out there. Okay, good. That's off. Look at my flight manual here. Interesting. Does that do anything? Unfortunately, it does nothing. That is sad. No, none of the armaments are active from what I can tell, which is kind of a bummer. Let's see this real quick. We're relatively stable right now. All that? I don't know what that did. It activated. But it didn't do anything. That's kind of funny. What is that doing? I think that's for jettisoning certain weapons. But it doesn't do anything because we don't have any weapons. Yeah, that doesn't do much. Let's have him turn the plane back on. I don't feel like we're maintaining airspeed very well. And yet we do seem to be moving very quickly. Oh yeah, there's East Fort Lake. Alright, let's climb. We're going up to altitude. Come on, airplane, climb a bit. This thing is struggling. I got no more authority there. What did I say the flight ceiling on this thing was? Let's gain some speed here. There we go. See, we got some speed, now we can climb. All right. We're sort of kind of leveling off. It's amazing the attitude that you take with this. I do see a fuel tank there. It's hard to get this thing trimmed. We're going quick though, my goodness. What is our climb rating in anyway? Can't even tell. I think we still got like another 10,000 feet or more we can go. It doesn't do anything. Interesting. Let's look at the map. Wow, we are moving. How cool is that? All right, let's descend a bit. I don't think it'll let you do that. Alright, we're gonna see if we can descend. I am still climbing. I have reduced power and I am still climbing like crazy. It's just nuts. This plane is wild. You have to push it down. We're trying to fly this thing right now. We're not ejector seating here. I want to land in there. I want to get down to ground level and do some ground level shenanigans. What can we do here? If this thing is at gain speed, you really have to baby it. Wow. Look how fast this is. Oh my god. Look at that. This is so good. This is so good. All right, we're getting into the point where we need to pay attention to our altitude here. Cool. Mach. That's cool. I think we're at Mach 0.5. Alright, let's kick the engines in full power here. Sweet. This thing is so fast. Oh my god. This is amazing. Oh, I overstressed it. It didn't like that. That was really neat. That was really neat. I wonder how many G's I actually pulled there. So yeah, you get down there low and fast, and you can overstress the snot out of that thing. I feel like we should take it somewhere. Where can we take it? What time is it anyway? 7:42. I may have to go in the not too distant future, but I'm gonna keep playing for the moment because I have a friend who might join me to play something later. But let's go somewhere interesting. I don't know. Where should we go? I did download it. I did download it. Let's I don't know, I kind of still want to like fly that thing around, but my gosh, it's hard to get used to. What if we do yeah, let's go fly past New York. Why not? I haven't actually gone to New York yet in this. Alright. Let's try some low-level stuff. This thing is so much fun. Oh my god.
Kennedy Tower 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta ready at runway 31 left straight out departure.
Let's see, brakes off. That was what I want. Okay.
Tower 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta frequency change.
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Wow. Okay. Hey, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm flying a jet, so this is pretty freaking awesome. All right, I'm gonna level out. Come on. Be level. Trimming this thing though, oh, it's very difficult. Not bad. I've got a viewer from Germany who's been hanging out. I've actually been communicating with him with Google Translate, which has been rather entertaining. I feel like we need a more interesting place. I know I'm saying that about New York, which is a very interesting place, but like visually flying around, it's not the most exciting. I need somewhere with some terrain. Where's some terrain I can fly around in? That's what I need. That could be fun. The Alps are always entertaining. I don't know if there's an airport near that would work, though. Okay, I'm starting to understand this 8-ball here. The flight director on it is starting to make more sense. Is there like a... That's interesting. There's no autopilot to speak of on this bad boy. That seems to be my level line right there. Cool. Yeah, let's find somewhere a little more visually interesting. The Alps are good. The Alps are good. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. Let's just take a peek. Somewhere I haven't gone, maybe. What's out here? What we got here? There's Telluride, Colorado, Salt Lake City. That's somewhere else in the world. Let's go to like Europe. Ah, yes. I think we can. Any of these big? No. That one would do. You see. Okay. All right, I think the Alps is where we want to go. What do we got here? Innsbruck, what do you got? You got 6,000 feet? I can work with 6,000 feet. That's like right on the Alps too, look at that. We'll try it. We're gonna make it daytime though. Give it a few clouds, so there's some clouds. Fly. This thing is freaking rad. So they, this company released this one. It's been submitted to the marketplace, but I guess they haven't put it up yet, so I just went ahead and bought it off the internet. It's not too hard to install, honestly. This thing is amazing. I'm loving it. And I also found out, I forget which company that the article said it was, but there is a company working on the F-15 right now. And they said they're in full-time production on it. And it's probably gonna be about a month to maybe 2 months. and then it'll be out. So that's exciting.
Zero X-ray 00 Charlie Tango
Wow, look at the
runway
scenery.
26 ready for takeoff, departing straight now.
Look at the scenery. Okay, this I can work with. I still wish I could turn this damn steering thing off. But I don't know where it is. Let me see here. Okay. Will do. Let's see if we can find this. There's a whole diagram here of where the button is to turn this stupid thing on. But I don't know where. Taxi and landing lights, tip fuel tanks, blah blah blah. I'm gonna put this over here so people can still see what the heck I'm doing. Electrical supply, circuit breakers, rudders, warning lights. Oh, wait a minute. That's the override button. Okay. Wait a minute. There's the anti-skid switch, flap control. Emergency console. So many buttons. Fuel supply. I don't know. How weird. Speed brake. Engine relighting. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Trying to find on this list of things. There's this goofy, you see this light here? It says steer. There's a way to turn that off. You're supposed to turn it off before takeoff, but I can't figure it out. So we're just gonna roll with it, quite literally. Hey, cool. Ah! Whoa, it's touchy. It's touchy. It's a little touchy. Gear up. All right. Wow, that's pretty.
Charlie Tango Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Innsbruck Tower 0 X-ray 00 Charlie Tango Delta frequency change.
No, it does not. All right, let's level off. Or at least try to level off. The trim in this is so touchy. Hey, there we go. Seems to be doing pretty good. More or less. I could cheat and just set the set trim button. Wow, this is pretty. We're going pretty quick. It's very touchy. I'm making like just tiny little movements with the joystick to keep this stable. That's cool. That's really cool. Woo, that's some sustained G's. Come on. That was sweet. This thing is so freaking cool. This one isn't capable of supersonic flight, unfortunately, but once the F-15 is out, we'll be able to. We'll be able to do some crazy stuff with that. This is too good. This is so fun. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. All right, we're now climbing at almost... We're climbing at 6,000 feet a minute at this point. We have pinned the needle. Yeah, this is spectacular. I have been loving this, and this new jet is great. Oh, we're going down here. Yeah, it has been amazing. Like, absolutely amazing, the amount of detail, especially when you get out in these, like, wilderness areas. Everything just looks so perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I was flying around my local glider club the other day, where I had literally been up in an aircraft the weekend before, and it's pretty spot on, I'm not gonna lie. This thing, though, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I was waiting for something like this. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was debating there for a second, but we're going this way now. Isn't it great? No, it's so good. Oh, this is cool. This is real cool. Look at that. Wow. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Where are we at? Compared to where we started? I don't even know. Wow. We've gone pretty far. We're already heading to the other side of the Alps. Like, this is crazy. In fact, we have crossed the Alps more or less successfully. Alright, there's an aircraft over there. We're in a military plane, so we're gonna intercept. Ooh, a little icing. That's fun. I don't know where the anti-icing is. Let's find out. We have a smoke system? Does it work? That's interesting. Generators. I have head tracking set up with it. It supports it. So this is a track IR infrared emitter that clips on, but then I have a $10 PlayStation Eye camera. I opened it up, I took out the infrared filter, and I popped in a cutout piece of an old floppy drive, which acts as a visible light filter. And there's an open source piece of software called, which one am I using right now, actually? OpenTrack. And it does all the things Track IR does this well once you set it up, and it's freaking great. So I spent about $60 on this head tracking rig that I have. Yeah, I love it. Now, what I really can't wait for is VR, though. I actually signed up to be in the VR beta for this, but we'll see when that happens, because I have a Vive, so they'll do the Windows ones first. How cool all that is. This little plane, I didn't think it was moving at first, but it is moving. It's just we're very, very fast. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. Wait a minute. I just want to do some silliness. This is awesome. This thing is so fun. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. So, they're gonna do gliders eventually. I don't know how soon they're coming. I know they said they're gonna have multiplayer crew first. VR, multiplayer crew, I think helicopters and then gliders was the plan. Look at these little picturesque towns. This is amazing. So cool. Gliders are really fun. I think I'm more interested in powered aircraft personally. As you might be able to tell, I like things that go fast and I like engines. Not that I'm going to fly anything like this ever in real life, but, you know, I can dream. Alright, let's try to intercept this other plane. Look at how little this thing cares once it gets up to speed. It just does not slow down. Amazing. Oh no. All right, whatever that is, we outspeed the ever-living snot out of it, so we're gonna go find it. A little turbulence as we go up over this ridgeline here. That's cool. No, I've been up in the gliders a couple of times. That was actually that was me and my wife's first date. She is the glider pilot, and I was invited along for the ride. And the rest is history. So there you go. But I've been up in them a lot. They're pretty awesome. It's very, like, calm once you get up there. Because, you know, you don't have a motor or anything running. no engines. It's just very quiet, a lot of just wind noise. They're really, really good for sightseeing. I make the same mistakes controlling them that I do in this, so that's cool. That means the sim is really accurate. Nice. I would love to do powered and or helicopters, I think. But it's quite pricey to get into. I actually wouldn't mind making a career out of that, to tell you the honest truth. I don't know about airline pilot, but maybe something else. But that's even harder to get into. I have to imagine that they're just a big pain in the butt. I gotta reset my head tracking there a little bit. There we go. It does. The head tracking does drift. I will say this for open track. It drifts over time. Some adjustment is necessary. But I just have a quick button set. Alright, let's get ourselves retrimmed for level flight. There we go. That appears to be level flight. More or less. Nice. I've heard a lot of people say with powered is once you get your powered, if you can work towards your instructor's license, you can then use the instruction time to kind of get your own flight time. Hey, this guy's kind of quick. I'm actually struggling to catch up to him now. How's my fuel look? Looks fine. Alright, we're gonna climb over these mountains. Okay. Whew. Get out of that sun a bit. Yeah. That's rough. Will they let you do sport pilot? I've heard that's easier. I mean, you can only really do like light sport aircraft, but a duck under that sunlight glare. That's crazy. That guy must be in a commercial jet because he's actually like keeping pace with me pretty well. Oof. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the best idea. That's unfortunate. I wonder what master caution's going off here. Let's gain some altitude. Ah, darn, that plane went away. Alright, well, we're gaining altitude now. We're gonna go over the Alps. Man, this thing climbs. Alright, we're still going about Mach 0.5, which is good. That's about where you want to be. Alright, we could go slower. 'Cause this thing will climb at like 6,400 feet a minute, I think. This speed gauge I find very confusing. I need to read up on it. It's like variable with altitude. I think it's set for sea level, maybe? Specifically? I mean, obviously it's set for sea level, but you know what I mean. It doesn't update the way more fancy gauges do. Wow. This thing moves. Hey, there's a person. I found you. Let's keep going. We'll get up into the 30s for altitude. As long as we stay about half Mach, I think we're good. In fact, let's see what we can accomplish here. This is about how we want to climb. Right here. It definitely doesn't climb as well once you get to altitude. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Man, I was gonna get out this weekend and it was like garbage weather all weekend. Ugh. So disappointing. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. That's awesome. I am so confused by this airspeed indicator on this plane. It makes no sense to me. It makes some sense to me, not enough. All right, let's level off and see what kind of speed we can get up here. Come on, plane. Perfect. We gotta trim it a little bit more. That looks good. That guy has to be moving horizontally relative to us now. But I can't even see him. That's interesting. Look at this. I'm like pointed. What is my angle of attack here? Okay, nose is up. We're getting close to 0.6 Mach. That's pretty good. I have, you may not be able to see it. It's an X52 old flight stick and rudder, or a flight stick and throttle here, and a pair of pro rudder pedals. And then I also have a Sci-Tech yoke, although I find it to be somewhat lacking. This stuff is great. I've had this for years, like since I was in college, maybe even high school, I think. This thing has been going strong for a long time. The yoke, I could do with a better yoke. What altitude are we cruising at here? Not bad. I think this thing will go up to 48,000. But this is pretty good. I think I'm gonna probably have to stop here though, because I have a friend I've been waiting for who wants to play some Baldur's Gate, and I'm gonna go play that with him. Yeah, we're gonna be flying this thing some more. We'll next time I fly this, I am going to see if I can figure out how to land it. I think that's gonna be the real trick, isn't it? But anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you've been enjoying. I most certainly have. Let's do a wing over because it's fun. We are losing altitude like crazy. Speaking of slingshotting. All right, everybody. Have a good one.